Hey, what's up, guys? Scott here, back with another video. Well, today I just wanted to kind of do an analysis and appreciation video of the storytelling in the MCU. Specifically, their storytelling, post Endgame. And I know that a lot of the stuff post Endgame has gotten a lot of hate and stuff, but I've still really enjoyed it. In a nutshell, I just want to say that I'm glad that the MCU held off on introducing a lot of the newer characters until after the Thanos story, because the Thanos story arc was something that was built to for a decade, right? Pieces being put in place, with certain heroes, like Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, and then the supporting heroes as well. But I'm glad that there's still plenty of characters left to explore post Thanos, key Marvel characters in the comics that had never even been mentioned in the MCU until after the Thanos story, right? So, I want to applaud Marvel and say I'm glad that they held off in introducing a lot of these key characters until post Endgame after Thanos. Some of those characters include Kamala Khan, aka Miss Marvel, Moon Knight, or Mark Spector, aka Moon Knight, Shang-Chi, Kate Bishop, Yelena Belova, just to name a few. That She-Hulk. These are quite a few new characters that are key characters in the comics that had never even been mentioned in the MCU up until post Endgame, or post Infinity Saga. So I'm glad that Marvel is now devoting time to developing these newer characters. And the cool thing is that the conflict with Thanos. Now, I will say I am glad that they introduced Carol Danvers, aka Captain Marvel, right before the Thanos story was done, because I think he needed to bring her in to kind of bridge that gap, because she was pretty much the last character introduced before the big Thanos story was done. And she didn't have she had her first movie, then you had Endgame, and she played a very small, but a very important role in Endgame in the final battle when she helped turn the tide against. But all that to say is that a lot of these newer characters a lot of their training and stuff, or development as characters and heroes, comes from the experience of the Earth going through that stuff with Thanos. So, for example, Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel, she didn't even become Miss Marvel until after the Thanos Battle of Earth. She was around during that time, but we weren't even introduced to her until her show, which was set way after Endgame. So a lot of these newer characters are that are being mentored and trained and stuff by the characters, the heroes that did fight Thanos, that experience, and just the experience of the Earth going through that with Thanos, it does a lot for these characters' growth and development. Like Miss Marvel references the Battle of Earth and how Captain Marvel came in and saved the day and stuff, and you still get a lot of references to Thanos in this post-Endgame world in the MCU, and I think that's great storytelling, how you had a villain that was such an overlooming threat that even after his death and defeat, his presence still haunts the heroes to this day. So I think that's really good storytelling. So, and it's getting them ready for the next big bad, whether that be Kang or whoever they decide to go with. So I think the MCU has just done a good job of storytelling with Thanos post Endgame, because his presence still looms over the MCU even after his defeat. And so Miss Marvel references Thanos. There's a lot of references to the snap and how it affected people. Like, for example, Yelena Belova, who was Natasha's sister, was snapped away. Monica Rambeau, who was really close with Carol Danvers, was snapped away. And so, they didn't really play they haven't really played a major part in the MCU until after Endgame, but Thanos' actions affected them, obviously, because they were gone. Then they came back, and now they're just now starting to develop into heroes, right? So, now Kate Bishop, it never said whether I don't remember if in the Hawkeye show if it ever said if she was snapped or not. But even way before Thanos, the Avengers fought Loki and the Chitauri in New York. And in the Hawkeye show, the first scene we see is a flashback to the Battle of New York. And Kate Bishop was there. So, and then she saw Hawkeye when he swings off the building and fights those Chitauri. She was there. I mean, obviously, when that movie first came out, we didn't know that. But the MCU flashed back to that, and they wove that into the story. So, and her seeing Hawkeye in the Battle of New York inspired her to become a hero. So, yeah, the MCU just has done a great job with interconnected storytelling, even after Endgame. I think, the Endgame, that whole arc still carries over into this new arc. The heroes had to fight such a great loss and a great battle to overcome, Thanos, and that it still affects them now even. So, anyways, just want to make a quick video talking about my appreciation for the storytelling in the MCU and stuff. So can't wait to see this next phase. We got Deadpool 3 coming later this year. I'm super excited for Captain America 4, who I've read some stuff, and it sounds like it could be awesome with a bunch of heroes that might be in it. I won't say who right now, but maybe later. And then Thunderbolts, which I think can be outstanding. So we got quite a few good projects coming up. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and peace out.